Okay, so this video is the introduction to some polar graphs that we are going to do. These should be pretty easy. The first one is if you just have r equals a number, that is going to just be a circle that is on that ring. So I'm going to go to the third ring, and I'm just going to make a circle all the way around that ring, and that is anytime that you have r equals a number. If you have theta equals some angle, you're going to go to that angle, which will be located here, and you are going to get a line that goes all the way through that angle. Okay, so that would actually be the same line as theta equals 4 pi over 3, okay, because that would be a line that just goes through that way. Okay, so those should be pretty easy, just r equals a number or theta equals an angle. And then at the bottom here we have how to graph a circle that's maybe a little bit, it's not centered at the origin, okay. So if you just have r equals some number times either sine or cosine theta, okay? The sine or cosine determines the orientation, okay? So if it is sine, it is going to be oriented vertically, okay? And if it is cosine, it is going to be oriented horizontal. And then the a value, it just tells us how far out to go, okay? So I'm just going to say how far. Okay, so we've got r equals 2 sine theta. So one of these points that's going to be an endpoint of the circle is going to be at the pole or the origin. And then because it is sine, we're going to go vertically, and that number that we have is 2. So I'm going to go up to the second ring and put a point there. If this were a negative 2 in the front, I would just come down here. And then if it were cosine with a positive 2, we'd go here. If it were cosine with a negative 2, we would go here. Those are two endpoints of your circle. So at this point, we're just going to create a circle, hopefully you do better than me, that just goes right through those 2 points. And that is all that we have to do to graph those.